What's good? We back with the Boxing Clinic. Hitting y'all last up with another video. It's your boy CJ Goodfella and Professor PhD of Physical Fitness, Mr. Wladimir Klitschko, is pretty much warning Anthony Joshua about packing on too much muscle as a professional. He used examples like the Cuban guy Solid, that who was 200 pounds, was a great amateur. And when he got pro, he packed on so much muscle weight. I'm guessing, I don't know this guy, real familiar with him. Just going off the story Klitschko told. And when he packed all that muscle, 50 pounds, I don't know how much muscle, he went up from 200 as an amateur in the Olympics to 250 as a pro. His career didn't come close to touching his amateur pedigree. And Klitschko says in large part that was because of the muscle that he packed on, and it slowed him down. He wasn't athletic as athletic as he was as an amateur. I think his name was Odlanier Solid, something like that. And he's comparing that to Anthony Joshua. And we've seen muscular guys pretty much have an uphill battle in some fights. I believe Jeff Lacy was a muscle hamster. Too much muscle when he fought Joe Calzaghe. Calzaghe, killed him with speed. And I think the muscle slowed Lacy down versus an upper echelon fighter in Calzaghe. Most definitely a Hall of Famer. And I think if he hasn't entered already, and I think the muscle fatigued him out. I think too much muscle can be a detriment long-term in a fight, even for a heavyweight. Just packing on too much muscle and not enough lean muscle. I mean bulk muscle. No flexibility here. And you're just carrying on that muscle. And it can drain you, especially in long combat sports and anything you're doing physical. If it's long-term, I think muscle can be a detriment. We know muscle is made up of a large amount of water. That's basically what muscle is. It's a lot of water. And that it can slow you down, but Anthony Joshua's game isn't long term. If it was an analogy to golf, he's more of a short game specialist more than a long driver. He's going to get you out there quick. His game is short, quick, knock you out of there. And Klitschko basically saying that he's lost some athletic ability, comparing him to the Cuban guy as a heavyweight as well. He used to be more faster, more elusive. Now he's more bulky, but he's still explosive, and he's saying he's just trending towards becoming too much muscle at this point. And could I agree? Absolutely, I can agree with that statement, but I don't think the time has come yet for him. I don't think it has come. I think, should he cut about 10 muscles down from 250 to 240, 235? Absolutely. But I absolutely think Deontay Wilder should go from 225 to 235, at least 240. So, different body mass for different things. And one thing I have noticed about Anthony Joshua, his lower body is pretty much smaller than his upper body. He's one of those spinning top type of guys. When I use the spinning top term, I mean, a spinning top is top on the heavy and narrow on the bottom. And I noticed that about him. But his legs look like they can need some improvement, like a lot of boxers, Put the muscle in the leg, you generate power from the floor up. Especially when you're in late in fights, you go deep in fights. Your legs keep you in the fight. Any sport that's doing with legs, your legs keep you in there a long time. If your legs there, usually your win is there. But for Klitschko to say that, here's the irony in this. Klitschko is lifting heavy weights. I'm not saying he's going to be a bulky bodybuilder like Anthony Joshua, but he's lifting heavy weights for this fight for some reason. I think he's planning on a knockout. And I think people are underrating his power. I think his power is on the level of Anthony Joshua, and he could be a better punisher than Anthony Joshua even at this stage, even though he's not in his prime, for the simple fact that, everybody raves about his power. He's been in there with legendary fighters, fighters from the present, the past. It's just that Klitschko doesn't plant. He doesn't throw enough. He pity pats. He doesn't punch through the target. So I think pretty much that could be irrelevant. Joshua is the premier puncher here. And, Klitschko has the bad chin, so you make that correlation. And, 2 + 2 = 4. Big power, no chin. Most people are making the equation that, he's going to get knocked out on Wladimir Klitschko. But we don't know about Anthony Joshua's chin. He's never been in a fight of this high altitude. The fans, the crowd, and he's never been in a fight with a bigger puncher than Wladimir Klitschko. I think both of these punchers are 1A, 1B, or 1-2 in punching power in the heavyweight division. Maybe 3 at the worst if you add Deontay Wilder. But I think I'm not worried about Anthony Joshua's muscle right now. He's young, and I think similar to what LeBron James did in basketball, when he got older, he slimmed down. I think Anthony Joshua has to know where he has the team around him to let him know, when that time comes, when he gets older, it's time to let some of that muscle mass go and drop about 10 to 15 pounds and, concentrate on getting that speed back. But is he getting too bulky right now? Yes, he's bulky, but I'm just not concerned about it. He looks fluid, explosive now. He's steadily improving like Deontay Wilder, but on a faster track. And he looks coordinated now. I mean, first he used to look all uncoordinated, but now he's looking good. He's getting better, improving. We gone.